Even though the season starts in just about a month, here are 5 things that I wish the NFL would add next season, and if not, then the season after that. These are not rules, as that can be for a different video, but simply modifications and themes that would be cool ideas for the league. Number 1, holiday-themed jerseys. Now this one is pretty simple. This includes Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think it would be a cool concept, and changing up the jersey colorway a tad, and especially changing up the helmet for a holiday weekend, would give a new fun taste to an NFL game. I feel like this is not that much to ask for. Jerseys might be a little tough to modify because you don't want to make them so Christmassy and childish, but I'm sure you could find an even balance. Do I think this is realistic and the NFL can do this? Yes, the NBA literally has this, as I've been showing images of it. Do I think they will? Probably not. But considering how big Thanksgiving weekend is for football and even Christmas football, I think this would be a nice little touch. Number 2, and probably the most realistic, a Pro Bowl draft. Now, the NFL needs to do something about the Pro Bowl because honestly, it seems to get more and more boring year after year. The game in general needs to be modified, but my suggestion is formatting the Pro Bowl like the NBA formats their All-Star game, starting with a draft. I mean, how interesting would it be to host a televised draft? And for those who are unfamiliar with the NBA All-Star game, the highest voted player in the West and the highest voted player in the East each become opposing captains. They then go on to one by one pick their team back and forth like it's recess. So instead of East versus West, obviously the NFL formats it NFC versus AFC. So if you take a look at last year's Pro Bowl votes, it would have been Team Taylor leading the AFC in votes versus Team Nick Bosa leading the NFC in votes. Now the only critique to this is that it might take a little long because there are, a lot of positions and players, but I still think it will be fun and can stir up the pot. Number 3, more bowl games. Honestly, I have no idea what to title this section, but this is my favorite idea, so hear me out, I promise. There are 32 teams in the league, and I've created a rival bowl game for each team. Each bowl game I created is either based off of a city rival, name rival, historical rival, or a color rival. Quick sidetrack. I originally got this idea from the MLS where they had a Trillium Cup, which was an annual rivalry between the Columbus Crew and Toronto FC. Every single time they played, it would still be a regular season game. However, the winner would receive a cup, the Trillium Cup. Now, for each rival bowl game I had chosen, I decided to avoid division rivals because, that's boring. They're already rivals. So each game is an AFC team versus an NFC team. For example, whenever the Giants and Jets play, that is a New York rival. Now, it still counts as a regular game within the season and counts towards the record. However, the winner of that game is simply awarded a trophy. And we can call it the Liberty Bowl because, the Statue of Liberty. Now, the Liberty Bowl won't happen every year because they are in different conferences. So it will be every 3 to 4 years, which is what makes it unique and special in my opinion. This gives players and teams something to look forward to, especially teams who are way out of playoff contention. It also gives fans something to look forward to. Also gives the city something to look forward to. Here's a list of bowl games I created. And let's just say this was to be implemented this year. I went through the whole 2022 NFL schedule, and these are the teams that play each other, and there would be 6 bowl games if there were this format. So this year, the LA Rams and LA Chargers play, and I call that the Angel Bowl, as they both reside in Los Angeles. The Dallas Cowboys and Houston Texans also play, simply the Texas Bowl. The San Francisco 49ers and Las Vegas Raiders play, simply, again, the West Coast Bowl, as they're both far on the West Coast. The Philadelphia Eagles and Pittsburgh Steelers also play against each other this year, and again, simply the Pennsylvania Bowl, as they both reside in the same state. Another one, Atlanta Falcons versus Baltimore Ravens, Bird Bowl, simple. They're both named after birds. Now this one is a stretch, Arizona Cardinals versus Denver Broncos, the Blood Bowl. They're both bloody colors. I ran out of teams and options, but you get the point. I feel like this can be a really fun idea, and the NFL can schedule all bowl games during 1 week. So all bowl games are played on week 15, where no teams have a bye week. I think this could be an interesting stat, an interesting trophy for teams, something to achieve. And in 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, we could say, oh, the Giants won 4 Liberty Bowls. The Chargers won 2 Angel Bowls, and so on. I feel like it can also work because in college they have tons and tons of bowl games, so why not implement it into the NFL? That's it from me. Everyone at Roger Goodell in the comments below. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care.